Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Legend Series, Marvel's Daredevil Punisher. This is from the Marvel Knights wave, the Man-Thing wave, as you see the arm in there. And I got a hold of this bad boy because I did an awesome trade with a fellow Syndicate member, Antonio Towns. He is from my state that I am in, and I'm pretty stoked to have met him. Really cool dude. Hooked him up with the Hella, which I hope is looking sexy on his shelf, because that figure is awesome, which I will be getting to. I'm trying to get through these before I bust open the Ragnaroks. And this figure is awesome. He comes in that Marvel Legends series typical box with the cool Punisher skull, a little bit different than the other Punishers that we've received design-wise. More skull-like, and it's got some cool shadow effect on it. The artwork on it, like this whole series, has been awesome. It's sort of sad that I throw these boxes out, but I love the look of that. Even though that face right there is definitely not based off the actor, but still awesome artwork nonetheless. And again, got this through Antonio Towns. So if you guys didn't check the previous video, did an awesome hunt with them at Toys R Us and did the trade and everything. It was pretty cool, fun time, which will have to happen again. Here's a little bit of the bio, all blurry. Oh, there it goes, focusing. And then you got the typical pose, that very nice likeness to the actor. And then everybody else from this wave. Now, as I got the figures, I know I did the Daredevil, if you guys saw. I did Blade, so I'm sort of, since I have them all now, I'm just going to continue going in order and save Bullseye for last because he's awesome. They're all awesome. And thanks to Talker Art, which I'll go into details about her when I get into the actual review of that figure on Elektra. But let's go ahead and rescue Frank Castle out of his little prison and see what he's all about. All right, we got the Punisher out of the package, and he is looking mean. He is an amazing looking figure just straight out of the package. What he does come with accessory wise, first we'll get into that build-a-figure piece. He comes with that meaty arm from Man-Thing. Very cool, which I will get into details when I review Man-Thing. He also comes with, looks like a 9mm Glock, Beretta, whatever you want to call it, pistol. A little bit longer barrel than I would think. Could be wrong. But either way, really cool detail. They just did it in the silver, and doesn't look too bad. A wash would have made the details pop a little bit more. You can see the marbleizing in the plastic. But it's alright because it's, a gun. Then you get the M4 AR, whatever you want to classify this as. Probably more of M4, but it does have all the gadgets and gizmos you'd want. You got the grenade launcher on the bottom. You got the scope. This is a very, very nice weapon that we got. Something that I wish we got more with, like the Deadpool instead of that weird futuristic alien gun. But definitely really cool. They could have, like, both the guns could have added a little bit of paint. Like, they could have did some highlights in silver or something, but it's all right. I'm not going to nitpick it too much. It's a really detailed accessory. Now, as for the figure goes, this thing is amazing. I do have a little bit of gripes, and I might as well start with them. It's the eyes. Like, with the figure in person, like, the lighting hits it, you can sort of, like, it almost seems like he has, like, pores, but you really can't see it too much. But really nicely done face. He's got, like, the scars on his nose and all that. Come on, let's focus there. But really nice looking. The one thing that bugs me, though, is either they're painting it like where they just input the paint into a machine. That's how we get such, like, like, obviously, like, they sculpted 3D or something. I don't know. But either way, like the Rocket Raccoon had lines and stuff like that. And I think they do the same process with painting this guy because his eyes, like the pupils and stuff. Let's see if I can get it in there where you can actually see it. Come on there. Yeah, I guess as good as I can get. His eyes, the pupils and stuff are just sort of like blurry. Like they just couldn't print the paint job onto it like with the machine in that fine detail. Because I mean, we have other figures that their pupils and stuff look amazing. I just don't understand why his are a little bit blurry. But it's still a really good figure. You know, that's my biggest gripe is the eyes. They're painted right, like they're where they need to be. Nothing's oversprayed or anything. It's just blurry. So at a distance, you know, it looks all right, but up close, it's definitely not the detail that I would expect. But I love the beard. Looks awesome. I mean, you really, it's hard to pick it up on camera. There you go. You can see it a little bit. And then he's got that like crew cut style hair. Don't understand why he has like a weird like, guess that's the fade up. But I mean, that's like a straight up line that goes around. Guess that's gray. I don't know. But it still looks good. Like, even the top of his hair being just normal black. Looks really good. Sculpted really well. His actual arms are done really well. They're designed like the leather jacket. They can go straight up. You know, really good flexibility. But it's like, another gripe I have is just like the holes in the jacket just seem really massive. Like, if you guys can see, like that's a really big hole in the jacket. I wish it'd just be a little bit more snug. Because honestly, who's going to, like, taking the jacket off, I guess it wouldn't look bad if you take the jacket off because he has a technically flak armor on. I don't know. I'm just looking too far into this figure, I guess, with this review. But his arms look awesome. They're sculpted like a jacket. He has the, normal joints that can rotate all around. They go up. He has a single jointed elbow, which is all right. I love how it sort of hides in with the design. And one thing that I noticed is that these wrists were really, really blurry. But besides that, no, they're really like, they were tough. And every time I bent it down, I was afraid I was going to break his wrist off. And sometimes, like, depending on like how you're trying to bend it, it wants to pull that out because of the cuff. So the wrist on this guy, for me, I literally thought I was going to break both of them. Both of them were tough. His body armor is one of the best design. Like, it's just like the paint job, everything. This thing just looks mean and scary. Like, they did a good job. And I really like that you can actually, he has this sort of like a G.I. Joe style crunch for his ab. So him standing up, get like that. Let me get his arms down. So standing with the ab crunch, he can bend down like so. Okay, the jacket makes it look weird, but he gets some good movement. Like, he can even bend back, but when you bend back too much, you have to watch out. It might show that gap right there because there's a hole. If you move it back, see. So don't do it too much. And then he does have also, and it does rotate side to side, but he also has waist swivel, which I think is really cool because you can get some really good turns without making his, the emblem look too distorted. So you can get some really good motions with this figure. His legs do go out really nice, like really far out. I was surprised. And it does kick up forward. Double jointed knee. This knee is so tight. So yeah, he can basically fold his knee like that, which looks a little awkward, but you can get some good knee bends. Foot bends, pivots. No calf or boot swivel. He has the upper thigh swivel, which I never really like. I've never seen one done well enough to where I'm like, this is awesome. As for the jacket's made out of that pliable rubber, sculpted really well. It's got all the folds and details you'd want in a leather jacket. Even his pants have a cool texture going on it. You can sort of see as light hits it. And then I love his boots. Like, his boots are just really, really cool. Just like military style looking military boots. Love them. Love it. So let's go ahead and put some guns in this guy's hands because, you know, he's the Punisher. He needs guns. So let's go ahead and see how well this stuff fits in his hands. As, let's see, so it sort of rotates and finger pops in like a glove. And it's blurry, and I do apologize. Yeah, look at that. Like, that pistol, like, it just... The accessories are just made specifically for this figure. Like, I'm sure they'll work with others, but, like, I love that. That looks sexy right there. Like, that looks ridiculously sexy. Then we got this one. Let's see how this fits in there. Oops. Same thing. I love trigger fingers because it helps keep the gun in place. And I mean, some really, really cool stuff. His knees, again, you know, really tight joints, which is not a bad thing. There I go with my posing. That's a pose right there. That's like some Matrix looking stuff. Or Hard Boiled, if you guys ever seen that movie. But this figure is awesome. This is probably one of my favorite Punishers. And it's like, and I'm not really a huge fan of like MCU figures, even though the Guardian stuff I went crazy with. This guy, this actor, he is Punisher. Like, I mean, he's one of the best Punishers. I know a lot of people are like, he's Shane from Walking Dead. Well, fuck Shane from Walking Dead, because Walking Dead has been hit or miss with a lot of those seasons, and then they build up to a big freaking fight, and it just fizzles out like trash. So Walking Dead needs to do something to stay afloat. But that's a whole different rant. But right now, I'm talking about Punisher, and this dude is like the best Punisher ever. Granted, I did grow up with the Dolph Lundgren Punisher, and honestly, that movie I owned, and it's still entertaining. But Punisher now, this is the Punisher. It's going to take a lot to even come close to what he brings to the table as Punisher. And I know we've had a lot of, you know, semi-good ones in the past, but nothing as well as this actor. So this figure is definitely worth picking up, especially if you like Punisher. And I know we've gotten a lot of Punisher figures, but I definitely recommend picking it up because it is a awesome, awesome figure. So I do thank you guys for checking out the video. This is my review and unboxing of the Punisher from the Daredevil Netflix wave, the Marvel Knights wave, the Man-Thing Build-A-Figure wave, whatever wave you want to classify it as, this is the Punisher. So, good luck hunting. Keep on collecting, and all of you have a wonderful day.